What does 10X mean to you?
It's consistency. It's a high level of perseverance and belief, because the idea of doing something 10 times is a big idea.
10X means to me that there ain't no such thing as scarcity, that there is always more, not only for you, but for the people who you're here to serve and for the impact that you're here to make.
10X is like believing in yourself, chasing your dreams, educate your mind, and everything I am as a basketball player, I took to the business world.
You got to that first billion, and it's much easier to get to that second and third billion.
You know what our value really is? Whatever we got right now times 10.
Everyone's 10X should be what they think it should be, and make up your own personal criteria for success.
10X means take it to the next level, and then take it to the next level and see how far you can take it.
It means you're going to be 10 times better at whatever you're doing. That's what I ask people to do. I say, what can you do to accelerate? What can you do to be better at what you do?
10X means to me you just gave me 10 times more power to give back, to help those that need it the most, to be able to motivate, inspire.
We right here, 10X family, we could change the whole world with just us in this room.
Are you ready? Are you ready to 10X? What does 10X mean to you?
It's consistency. It's a high level of perseverance and belief, because the idea of doing something 10 times is a big idea.
10X means to me that there ain't no such thing as scarcity, that there is always more, not only for you, but for the people who you're here to serve and for the impact that you're here to make.
10X is like believing in yourself, chasing your dreams, educate your mind, and everything I am as a basketball player, I took to the business world.
You got to that first billion, and it's much easier to get to that second and third billion.
You know what our value really is? Whatever we got right now times 10.
Everyone's 10X should be what they think it should be, and make up your own personal criteria for success.
10X means take it to the next level, and then take it to the next level and see how far you can take it.
It means you're going to be 10 times better at whatever you're doing. That's what I ask people to do. I say, what can you do to accelerate? What can you do to be better at what you do?
10X means to me you just gave me 10 times more power to give back, to help those that need it the most, to be able to motivate, inspire.
We right here, 10X family, we could change the whole world with just us in this room.
Are you ready? Are you ready to 10X? Ladies and gentlemen, the champ, the champion, 50 and 0, Floyd Mayweather! Come on! I gotta get it. I'm gonna get it. Raise the roof.
Money knocking, ding dong. Tell me, do you got it? Step inside the office, and you see us ballin', cause the era.
Raise the roof.
You know that we be bustin'. Yeah. Said I gotta get that dough. Gotta get it. Said I gotta get that dough. Hold up.
The champ is in the house.
Talking hungry. Talking bills, now we're talking money. Yeah. And I just feel like you got that for me. Yeah. Another deal right before the morning. Yeah. Talking credit and cash. Every question they
Only
ask,
in America.
we gon' get to the bag. But they don't believe it, they say. How he achieve it, they say getting rich is a fantasy, Uncle G, what they say. Watch where you getting advice, get you a billionaire. My did my millionaire math right from the booklet, chapter 5. Still I got one question, hold out 2 questions.
Floyd Mayweather!
Do you want blue blessings? I put the GC on the jet so they know who up in it. I say don't you be a little bitch on one floor horn, please don't get offended. I'm talking big business, money flies high. Not just number one, I'm number 1E9. Dominate, don't compete. Champion came to win. What you say, Uncle G? Can we ask him again? I say, who got my money? Who got it? Who got it? Who got my money? Who got it? Who got my money? Who got it? 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 Yeah. So that money falling. So I got to do
Hey, man, look, what's it like to be 50 and 0?
First, I just want to say, congratulations to you for just being very, very smart, for also giving back to so many great causes. I mean, you're doing a remarkable job. So it's not just about me being 50 and 0. It's about what you do after you're 50 and 0 and what you did to get to 50 and 0. Wow.
Look, you got 10,000 things that you get invited to do every day,
yes,
every week, every month, all over the world. Why would you even agree to do a deal like this?
Because it's bigger than just boxing. It's bigger than just boxing, and it's good to come out and tell your story to the world. And of course, you touch so many different people's lives, so I didn't mind being a part of that, letting people know my story, letting people know about how I made so many smart investments. It's not about what you do inside the square circle, it's what you do on the outside as well.
These people love you, man. Y'all love this man? So Floyd, maybe everybody doesn't know your story, man. Where'd you grow up? What was it like?
Well, I grew up in a small city in the Midwest, Grand Rapids, Michigan. My dad was a professional fighter. Two of his brothers were professional fighters. And, you know, I took the torch and just took it to another level.
Do you think if they would have done something else, right? If they'd have been rappers or in the band or whatever, right? Would you have gone a different direction, you think?
You just don't know. You really just don't know. You know, I just kept my fingers crossed and just believed. That's really the main thing. You got to believe, and you really got to stay focused at whatever you want to do in life. Even like these people that's in here tonight. The first thing, before you do any investments, you have to believe first. You have to. And that's the main thing I always believe.
Did you believe that you would be the champ? Like when you were just getting started?
Well, it's not just the champ. I'm the champ on the outside too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to make over $1 billion.
$1 billion.
But, you know, I didn't do it by myself. What I did was I surrounded myself with a great team, meaning you can't think you know it all. So if it was a person that was strong in certain departments, I wouldn't have got the best person for that. So what I believe in doing is surrounding myself with all smart people. That makes me that much more smarter, because once you surround yourself with a smart team, then it makes things that much easier.
When you look at your legacy, yes, okay, not just in the ring, but in business, in industry, in making a difference, what do you look for, like, now? The fight in life, in business.
The fight, you have to do your homework. Check their background. You know, you have to do your homework. It's no different from inside the ring. You do your homework on that opponent. So I do my homework on, you know, like I said, I do my homework on what I'm going to invest in.
How do you bring good people into your, like, I imagine you got, everybody wants something out of Floyd. Everybody wants to suck something, your money, whatever, right? Yes. How do you know who to pick, yes.
Yes.
I mean, everybody's got to want something. I want something from you, right? So how do you say yes, and then how do you also say, hey, no, not now or not yet? Or
well, it's stages. You can't just get to me. Just like you go through certain stages. You go through someone, they go through someone, and if I feel like they make the cut, we'll make it happen.
I did have to go through some things, okay? But if you don't quit, do you agree with this? If somebody didn't, these are mostly business people and entrepreneurs. If they don't quit and they just keep putting the work in, what would you say to them?
But the difference between me and the rest of the business people, I feel like college teaches you how to work for someone. You know, you go to high school, then you go to college. I tell people, roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life. You don't never know if you're gonna be successful if you don't take that chance.
When do you know I'm rolling too hard here? I'm putting too much on one thing. And are you willing to take those risks?
I took the chance early. You know, the first time, what I did, how I got to where I got to was I looked at certain athletes' career and I said, I don't want to end up like that. You know, so what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million. I was getting $50,000 a month, every month on the 18th. And I said, okay. And it was paying off. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
For years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this, then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said, I'm not gonna even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. So then.
I love talking about money. Like I love talking about all these other, I've had people up here say money doesn't matter. I'm like, it's because you already got it.
Well, you gotta realize, this is the reason why money matters, okay? Without money, you can't buy food to live, to be alive. So money, you have to have money to be alive. But I believe in creating generational wealth, you know? Yes.
When you look at investments today, Floyd, what do you look at for is it a feeling? Is it have to make sense to you? Is it something you like?
If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I got to go with it. I have to go with it.
How much do you like real estate? I know you own some real estate. I got $2 billion worth of real estate. I'm going to 10, so they're like, hey, maybe you partner with Floyd, you know? Create a new fund. Mayweather Cardone fund.
Well, you know. Well, that's what I invested in from the beginning. The first time I invested, my first investment was real estate.
Wow.
I went from commercial real estate, huge, skyscrapers actually. So I own, actually what I own.
You're bragging now.
No, I'm not
now
bragging.
You're bragging.
No.
You can brag, man. Shit.
No. Actually, what I own right now is 9 skyscrapers. And I'm building my 10th skyscraper right now. So I own 9 skyscrapers, and I'm building my 10th skyscraper.
That's awesome. So when Floyd got here this morning, Jared was like, hey, should we do a briefing? And Floyd says, I am the briefing. I am the briefing, dude. We ain't got to do a briefing, okay? Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
I currently have one of my best watch guys is actually in here tonight. Avi and Cole. Avi, where you at?
Avi, you here, Avi? Avi's behind me.
Oh.
You got that skull, Avi? Do you have the skull with you? Okay.
That's one of the greatest watch guys in the world. Avi and Cole.
And like you know watches, like you know what I'm wearing right now, right? He even knew where the watch came from.
Well, my watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches. And I could tell you about any watch. Actually, my most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch?
One watch. I have some of my watches, I have one, $2 million. I got a lot of $1 million watches. 1.2, 18.
Oh, God.
I mean.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think?
I'm not going to. No,
you don't love
we don't want the world to get into that
no, but I need to
lifestyle.
know. You're here for me now. I need some help. help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000.
Oh, wow.
Easy. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because it goes up in value.
Yeah.
It appreciates, not depreciate.
How do you buy a $17 million watch though?
No, 18.
18, sorry. Okay. Goddamn. How do you do that, dude? Like, how long did it take you to make a decision and say, here's 18 million bucks? That's a big house.
I don't, well, you know, I have a, actually that watch costs more than some of my houses, actually. I think I got expensive taste.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
If you wouldn't have had your and maybe you can't answer this question, but if you didn't do the fight game, and at some point it ends, right? You know that.
It's been over, but I still dibble and dabble, go back.
Who thinks he fights again?
Yes.
Will you?
Well, we're talking about it. What I'm working on right now is a 2-fight, $600 million deal. So if everything plays out, we'll make it happen again.
Who negotiates those deals?
Me. Well, you got to. I'm a little different from every other athlete and entertainer because I keep 100% of the revenue. That's never been done before. I'm my own boss.
There's no manager. There's no agent.
No.
There's no pimp for Floyd.
No.
Wow.
I have a team. And it's a little. I guess I'm lucky.
So you're negotiating that transaction yourself.
Well, exactly. This is how it works. They know my number because I've already before, you know, in the past I was under a contract with a certain company. I was basically in a chokehold. I wasn't comfortable. So I bought myself out my contract for $750,000. Now this was, almost 20 years ago. But with leaving that company and just, you know, with the Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao fight, I made $750 million just in those 3 fights.
I'm guilty of like seeing you as a fighter and not understanding the businessman and the entrepreneur and the mastermind behind your career. We can't hear that.
Well, this is how it works. I believe in leveraging and being smart. You know, you have to leverage, and you have to have something to leverage with. So I can go to you and say, I'm fighting again, and I need a guaranteed 300, and I need you to put $100 million up front if you believe in me. And you would say, why would I do that? And I say, well, look at my track record. The track record shows. I'm always winning. I'm winning in life. So take a chance, roll the dice with me, and you'll win with me.
So would you say, Floyd, that people, more important than money, is your success? Because that can leverage more money in the future.
I believe that these people should, if you make 100,000, you have to put 50,000 up. If you make 100 million, you have to put 50 million up. You have to save money for a rainy day.
You put it up, put it into something else.
You always have to put half up, always, no matter what you, even if you are just a regular 9-to-5 blue collar worker, always put half up, and it'll be greater later.
And then what do you do with the other half? You invest it in yourself, in your business?
You have to live. You have to live, and you have to enjoy yourself when you make money. I mean, when you go out and get a nice watch like that, it's no different from, it's a toy. It's something that it's a male toy. No different from a woman when she gets enough money and she say, you know what, I want to get my breasts done.
Yeah.
If she feel like she want to reward herself, let her do it.
Yeah. That's great advice on a Sunday. How much do you work to prepare for like compared to your competitors? Like, because they all say they work hard, they train hard.
No one works harder than me. I feel like I'm the American dream. I'm the American story because I come from seven of us lived in a 1-bedroom, no water, no heat, and I beat all the odds. You know, my dad got shot when I was a little kid. My dad was holding me. He got shot. You know, my mother was on drugs. My dad went to prison. And one day I was at my mother's home. And, you know, my mother was barely able to make ends meet. So I was at my mother's house. And I seen her struggling. And I can remember I was in the 12th grade. And I said, you know what? I came home from school and I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a chance. And I took a chance and it paid off. I went to the Olympics and then I told my mother, just have patience. And then within probably less than 24 months, I was a multi-millionaire.
This event is about one thing: making success every area of your business and your life more accessible. We've had almost 250,000 people attend the 10X Growth Conference over the last 7 years. 70 countries have been represented here. So 10X is truly a global movement.
I thank God for Grant Cardone. I thank God for 10X. And I have the belief, I have the vision, I have massive action. Now I need the education.
This is special, man. This event is the greatest show, the greatest networking event ever. It's about connecting people, bringing people together, and changing lives.
Since going to 10X Growth Con, I actually hit my first 7-figure year in 2021, and we are on our way to scale past that, which is why I'm at Growth Con.
It's been really inspirational, and I will come back every single year.
Like-minded people from all walks of life in the same room for 3 days. These human beings that we're going to bring up here over the next 3 days validates that anyone can do anything. How many believe anyone can do anything? This conference is about getting you guys to a different place so that I can also see what is possible.
I promise you, as sure as I'm standing here in front of you, Grant and Elena have created an event for you that you will remember forever.
It's up to us. We want to see you strong, powerful, and winning in life. We're the ones who have the audacity to go for it. We are 10X!
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and give me a 10X welcome to Stormy Wellington!
Take the limits off your life. Don't talk about who you are. Show the world who you are.
Some of you, your life will be so great within the next 6 months, it's gonna blow you away. I'm here to tell you, the greater the setback, the greater the comeback.
Whatever we have going on in our mind is what fills our heart. So if all you think about all day is hate, that's what's gonna consume your life.
We're here to inspire you, okay? To support you to reach your full potential. How many of you believe you got more in you than you got? Are you ready?